Hello, my loves. And we are back with a brand new edition of Course. I've been battling this nasty fucking cough, but it's fine because I'll manifest that shit away if I want to. I apologize for the abrupt leaving. What up, Angela, girlfriend? I'm so happy for you. Snaps for you, Angela, bitch. I apologize for the abrupt leaving of my live yesterday. Obviously, I am clearly fine. But yes, we had a little intruder yesterday. So thank God my daughter was in her room. She didn't even know what the fuck was going on, and we were fine. And I banged my knee up. Or my leg up. It's fine. Who's judging around here? You know what I'm saying? But we will survive like we always do, and we're blessed to be here. Oh, apparently I didn't close my door all the way. But anyway, allow me to introduce myself. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you. What up, Shayna, girlfriend? I am good, sis. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption, everything in your entire fucking life to work in your favor. There's that. So click that follow button, subscribe button, wherever you're watching from. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe. How the fuck I didn't realize I have no chapstick on. Well, I have chapstick, but no lip tinted chapstick. Okay, now we're back to normal. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks, and I managed to cut that time in fucking half. So if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong so you get your shit right, all links are obviously in said bio or description if you're on YouTube. We have a friendly contest every day here on the on TikTok. Where if you share this live or repost this live, then you'll be entered to win some amazing goddamn fucking prizes other than my hair being in my eyeball. Okay, so there's that. We also just released our 3-day intensive for the, toot your own horn. So I want you to be on the pedestal because you must be on that pedestal 24 fucking 7, bitch. To get your SP to conform quickly, to get them to see who you want them to see, to leverage everyone as you pushed out to your advantage, where you want them to see the version of you want them to see and know who you are. And the only way you do that is by knowing who the fuck you are. And so that's the Toot Your Own Horn 3-day intensive. So space is limited. It is exclusive to those who are serious about getting the self-concept that they so richly deserve. Okay, thanks, best creator girlfriend, and thanks, Just Nikki. Okay, so you need to have a stellar self-concept. You need to stop thinking that you're like an option. No, you're the goddamn option. There is no other option. I am the option. Okay, and when you see yourself from that perspective, like I'm talking real self-concept, okay? I'm not talking about the fad word where people like to say I have a great self-concept. No, the fuck you don't, okay? I have self-respect. Okay, I guess that sounds good as long as you keep saying that. But your actions show the opposite. You think you have self-respect, but the things that you do show the opposite. You don't have self-respect because if you did, you wouldn't be begging and pleading for somebody to be with you. You know, you wouldn't be crying all the live long day. Like if you had self-respect, right? If you had self-concept, like real self-concept, real self-respect. And I see that all the time. And I'm like, you don't have a stellar self-concept or self-respect. You can lie to yourself all you want, but you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be crying and self-loathing all the live long fucking day. You wouldn't be sitting there begging and pleading for your boyfriend to take you back. Please consider being with me, please. consider us getting back together, please, 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 please. If you had self-respect or self-concept, you wouldn't have done that. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. Because that's the equivalent of self-respect. That's literally the quintessential definition of self-respect, is where somebody says something and you're like, okay, cool, not affected. Okay, cool. Like, I know you'll be back. That kind of attitude where I don't have to beg and plead for you to come back. That is not a self-respect thing. That is not a self-concept. That's you lying to yourself. And you think self-concept is a buzzword. And it's like, oh no, I have a self-concept. No, you don't. No, you don't. So we're here to, and you put them on that pedestal. You keep them on that pedestal. That's right, Bevy. I forgot nothing. Mercury is out of the microwave. You know, you put your SP on that pedestal, then that's not a self-concept. That's not a self-respect. I mean, you can sit there and tell yourself that shit all you want. But when you have self-concept, when you have self-respect, like real self-concept, real self-respect, then you no longer need validation from somebody else. You no longer get triggered by your 3D. You no longer are affected by the words that come out of their fucking mouth. None of that. You're not begging, pleading, please take me back. That's not self-respect. That's a lack of. That's not self-concept. So if you want unshakable, unstoppable self-concept, self-respect, and you want to feel unstoppable where you get, you know, whatever the fuck you want, and you're not bothered by shit, then join our intensive. The link is in the bio. Okay, so there's that, which we're going to talk a lot today about assumptions. We talk mainly about SPs around here. If you don't like that shit, I'm sure there's other lives going on right now. Scroll to the next. It's fine. But if you have any questions about how to manifest your SP back, you can drop them in the comments below. That's what I'm here for. Also, if you want to know how to manifest, anything else, luckily for you, I've done it all. Business success, weight loss, money, what you want, health, manifesting on a time crunch, manifesting a place to live, all that shit. I've done it all. So you're welcome. And you're welcome. But I'm here to help you do the exact same goddamn thing. Know what I'm saying? Alrighty. What up, Poor Tim's girlfriend? When are we talking, bitch? Because I saw you. What up, Susan girl? Poor Tim's, we've moved beyond TikTok. You said you deleted WhatsApp. Okay, so if you deleted WhatsApp, then I will answer you on TikTok. Why do you make my job fucking harder, bitch? No, Goldilocks, we did not catch him. I don't know who the fuck it is, but it's cool because that's where ring cams work. I mean, it benefited me this time, but ring cams are creepy. They're creepy. Because you can't do shit around here. They're like, cut you on the ring cam. I'm like, okay, stalker. Do you know I hit your car on the ring cam, you fucking stalker? I'm just kidding. Oh, man. That's what I'm saying, Tailfeather. Orange County is supposed to be safe as fuck. What up, nice girl? Eat healthy. How manifesting for somebody works. So we jump on a call. And we recreate your SP on the spot, assuming sometimes you shut the fuck up. Sometimes I have to tell you that. I need to listen to backstories, right? Because that's how I figure out where you're going wrong so we can get our shit right? Plus, I pull things out of backstories. But sometimes I have to tell you bitches, just shut the fuck up. I was like, oh, can you shut the fuck up already? So when you do that, because you bitch, and then wonder why your SP is not conforming, well, that's obviously why. We'll start with the obvious. So we recreate your SP on the spot together. I listen to you and we add things in and we recreate your SP on the spot. And then I tell you how to play your part. You drop your SP's photo and their name. I don't need their government fucking name. By the way, if anybody on TikTok asks for your SP's government name, you should probably not do it. I don't need their fucking last name. Why would I need that shit? You know what I'm saying? And then I need your current status, and then I get to work, and we work together in harmony, in alignment. And then you get your shit. That's how that works. That's how that works. What up, Taylor girlfriend? Yes, poor tense. I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay? Relax. You need to fucking relax, bitch. You need to relax. Seriously. What up, spaz girl? Lindsay, you said, what are some inner conversations I can use when my gutter trash is his job and being a workaholic? So, okay. So, basically, your inner conversation should be centered around you being a priority, right? People have jobs, but they don't work 24/7. And is their job important? Sure. Do they work a lot? Sure. But can they make time for you? Yes. Do they make time for things that are important to them? Yes. So you need to start having inner conversations that are more based on you being important to him, being a priority to him. So it's like, no. He loves spending time with me. I know that he always makes time for me. I am his de-stressor for the day. You know, as soon as he's done working, he can't wait for us to spend time together. He loves being around me. That type of stuff is what I would recommend when it comes to your gutter trash. Becky does work 24/7. What up, Leanne? Hey, Bevy, you're not alone. You can't say that unless you're me. Everyone thinks I work 24/7. Everyone thinks I work 24/7 too. You know, I literally had the best night's sleep of my life last night, if you will, but realized I'm exhausted. Does that make sense? Okay. Sorry, old friends calling. Where I was like, I fell asleep last night. I clocked out. I fell asleep. And usually I wake up to go to the bathroom, or I always wake up before my alarm. My alarm is a safety net, but I always wake up before my alarm. Not today. My alarm woke me up and I didn't even wake up to go to the bathroom, bitch. I slept for 7 fucking hours. My boyfriend hates when my alarm goes off because it wakes him up, and he's on disability, so he doesn't have like a 9 to 5 right now. So anyway, I don't even know why my friend's calling me. So yeah, he hates it when my alarm goes off. So I always try to wake up before my alarm because it wakes him up. But that's why we have blackout curtains. So he can go back to sleep. And he sleeps until I don't even know, fucking 8, 9 o'clock. I'm on calls. It doesn't matter. There's all this mercury. How do you train your faith? What the fuck are you talking about? Now I only look at logic, and he sabotaged me. Spaz. What are you fucking talking about? Okay, you can look at logic. You have to bring logic into manifestation, but he sabotaged you how? He didn't sabotage you. You did. You did. You can always pinpoint. If you were to be logical and you were to go back and like look at things from a logical perspective, you'll know. You'll know exactly how you caused this. You'll know. They didn't do anything to you. Okay? They didn't. It may look like it in the 3D, but if you were to honestly go back in your thoughts and be honest with yourself, then you would know you didn't. You would know you caused this. When you're consciously aware, because conscious manifestation is not a fucking thing. Sorry. But you're consciously aware of what you're creating. When you become consciously aware, you start to see things differently. And manifestation is a bitch. Let's be frank, right? Because you start to see things, you're like, fuck. They do this. You're like, God damn it. Because you know you thought about it. You know that you thought about certain things. And that's what created, and you're like, fuck. That's where I say manifestation on a time crunch, it's a thing. Sorry, my nephew just messaged me. That's for another day. I love my nephew 1000%. What I don't love is what my brother is trying to do, which is there's no proof that he has autism. They've ran all the tests. He's just developmentally delayed. He has no autism. But now my brother's like, he has autism and he's starting a dog walking business. I was like, I love that he's starting a dog walking business, but why are you saying he has autism? He doesn't have autism. So you're playing on that. And now you're telling him he has autism and he doesn't have autism. But the only reason why you're saying that is because you don't want to admit that you fucked up as a parent. He thought society was supposed to teach him everything. We don't get all into that. He hasn't taught him shit. Yes, Leanne. Book a call with me. Let's chat, sister. Let's chat, girl. Anna, how to respond, because we're going to talk about assumptions, actually, because I think that you need to realize that you have, that everything is an assumption. So what are you assuming? And can we change that, right? This is where we leverage that everything's an assumption. So we're going to talk about how to leverage that everything is an assumption today. After I answer these questions, because if not, I'll get all of my panties in a fucking bunch. How to respond. Thanks, Christy. How to respond when SP is in a bad financially. Thanks, Jackie girlfriend. And how to respond while being on a pedestal. Okay, so how to respond when SP is doing bad financially. Okay, cool. And how to respond while being on a pedestal. So this is where you change your assumption of your SP, right? Because it benefits his life. But you're like, he wants nothing more than to support me. He wants nothing more than to be a financial provider for us and our future, right? So therefore now you're changing his financial ability, if you will, his financial situation, but tying it back to you. So you're helping him and helping yourself all at the same goddamn fucking time. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. I know, Leah. I know you did, bitch. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Tiana. Jen, his car was definitely just next to mine in the next lane over during my lunch break. Girl, did you listen to my fucking voice note? I hope you did. Because you need to get a grip. You need to get a grip. You need to, well, let's just call it what it is. You need to evolve. You need to do things differently because you know I love you, bitch, and everything we say is out of love. But girl, you're let's just call it what it is. You're fucking acting crazy. You're reactive to everything. Stop reacting. Because you are highly reactive to everything. And all you do when you do that is show them why they don't want to be with you. Because you create chaos in their life. Trust me. You need to start being different, okay? Because some people can't help themselves because they're reactive. And when I do that, let that be your sign, bitch. Let that be your fucking sign, Tiana. Hopefully that's your fucking sign, bitch. Oh, man. Because this is where the saying, a leopard doesn't change its spots, come into play, which I'm fine with letting people keep their assumptions when it comes to that. Because if they have a bad assumption about somebody, I'll totally let them keep that assumption if it aids in my manifestation. But let society not change its spots. Why don't you change yours? Okay? Okay. Leviatha, you received a job offer that pays less than what I currently get paid. Well, that's not the fucking vibe. I really want that new job. Okay. So, we're going to talk about this too because this, again, is an assumption. So, like in reality, you're not going to walk around a mute your entire life, right? Like I can't talk. I have to internalize, not verbalize. So I just will be a mute my entire life. Like obviously not the case, right? But you have to leverage. So you can ask for more money. You can negotiate. Always negotiate, right? And be like, well, here's what I'm getting paid. Not what you're actually getting paid, okay? So like, let's say you're getting paid $23 an hour. You can literally be like, well, at my current position, I'm getting paid $26 an hour. And so can you match that salary? Like, would you be willing to match that salary? But in here, of course they're giving me that job and they're happily willing to pay me what I'm worth. They're going to happily pay me what I asked for. They're happy to accommodate me and they're actually going to pay me what I asked for. Right? So in here, you're controlling inner conversations of they're going to give me what I want. They're going to give me what I want. They're going to give me what I want. They're going to pay my salary. They're going to pay me more, this, that, and the fucking third, right? In here. But verbally, it's not a problem for you to go to the company and be like, hey, yo, so here's what I'm getting paid and care to match that shit? But not what you're actually getting paid, right? Because who the fuck wants to do that shit? I had my brother do that, and when he got a new job, eventually. And so I said, well, tell them what you get paid. Tell them you want them to match your current pay. Current pay. And he's like, okay. I said, but your current pay is not actually your current pay. It's inflated. And so he's like, okay. And they did. Right? I said, but you have to know that they're going to do it. So that's the difference. So you can absolutely do that shit. And by the way, don't fucking... What up, Tori girlfriend? Don't comment on the fact that I wore this shirt yesterday. This is my boyfriend's shirt. It's like a dress. But I had to do I had to do like a role play to see if you... Because I'm not wearing shorts. I'm nude from the waist down. Call it what you fucking want to call it. I don't care. Danny, where am I describing my Manifest For You service? It's in the bio. Literally. Or you can message me and I can verbalize it because I don't do like texting. That's not my shit. And if it's, I told you, if it's over 4 words, I'm not going to text. I'll voice note. And so, because I can talk freely. So if you want to know, you can send me a DM, or it's pretty self-explained in the bio, or you can bother Bevy, and Bevy will tell you. Because I love her so much, and she loves me so much. Do you, Garrett? In my defense, I will say I did not make the song. See, Bevy, I give credit. I did not make the song. Actually, my team member MKD made the song. She made the song. It's a superpower of hers, and it's fucking fire. But you will hear it in a little bit. You will hear it in a little bit. Nicole. Please manifest my person for me. I have no energy to do it anymore because you're reading way too into it. But I'll manifest your recipe for you, like is in the bio, sister. MKD is the bomb. So anyone who does that, like we get it cracking, we get it started. Like that's what we do. Okay. Lau, you want to marry your cousin. Well, I mean, to each their own. To each their own. I don't want to marry my cousin. But who am I here to judge? I mean, if you want to marry your cousin, boo, you do you. I mean, it's everyone's culture is different. Here, it's not advised. But I mean, if you want to marry a cousin, then who am I? Like, I don't judge no one. Like, for me, I'm like, do you? It's cool. It's cool. It's not my prerogative, but it's cool if that's what you want. It was right. Bother Bevy. Bother Bevy. David, you never got to do our meeting. I never got to redo our meeting. Oh. Well, David, if you didn't get to redo our meeting, then contact Bevy. She'll put you on my calendar immediately. Don't even worry about it. Well, during her hours, which she's obviously available now. But contact Bevy and she'll put you on my calendar. Oh, she just said that. If I would read the next comment down. See, I go one comment at a time. One comment at a time. SM214, you've been robotic affirming and scripting, and last night I had dreams of the opposite. I'm saying it's working. Yes. Okay. The last thing you need to do is decipher your dream. You don't need to do that. Like, the way my mind operates, like, if I have a bomb dream, I'm like, fuck yeah. And if I don't give a fuck. I just have to know who the leading characters were in my dream, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're good. We're solid. We're Gucci. Don't decipher your dream. Your dream is not a fucking fortune teller, for fuck's sake. It's not a fortune teller. I mean, unless you want to choose to assume it is. But why would you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where everything is an assumption comes into play. Why the hell would you want to assume that your dream is a goddamn fortune teller? Because you'd be fucked up. Because we have weird ass dreams, right? Like sometimes you have solid dreams, good dreams. Other times it's like you're living in an Alice in Wonderland fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? And then no, they're not metaphors. I mean, sure, there's people that decipher dreams for you. But like they'll tell you what it means. There's a whole book about it. Like you can literally buy a book and it'll be like, here's what your dream means. What in the fuck? Or you'll run it into ChatGPT. What in the hell? That's right, GHL. GHI. I was going to say like go high level. I affirmed using a song on loop, and after 1 hour, he asked to meet me. Of course he did. Of course he did. Snaps for GHI. Okay, so that's what you need to realize is your dream is not a fucking future predictor. It is not like a thing. It's not a thing. I don't even remember like 80% of my dreams, but, well, that's a lie. Maybe it's like 60%. Other ones I remember, but the fuck am I going to go down that rabbit hole for? I'm literally just going to be, he was in my dream, cool, sick. That's all I need to know. So that means I was in his dream. Of course I was. Why wouldn't I? End of dream. Mystery. I like to simplify things in my life. Christy, I feel like I'm going crazy, but I'm trying to think opposite, like he unfollowed her and followed me. Huh? Okay. If you guys don't get over the follow and unfollow and blocked shit, get over it. Get the fuck over it. Me and my boyfriend don't follow each other on social media. Do you think I give two shits? No, not at all. We never have. Does that not mean that he watches my stories? No, of course he does. Does that not mean that he looks at all my shit? Yeah, of course he fucking does. No follow required to do any of that shit. I don't need, like my post said, oh shit, I still didn't post Sammy's stuff. I need to do that shit today. Like my post said yesterday, social media should never define your relationship. If it does, you have a problem. Who the fuck needs social media to define their relationship? I don't. For what? For what? That was one of the most freeing things that my boyfriend had told me is like, can't we just have our personal life, right? Do I have a lot of pictures of me and him? Do we take a lot of pictures of, well, he's on a picture, right? But do I have pictures of like our life and things like that? Yeah. But do I post them on social media anymore? No, because I don't have to. Because I enjoy that part of my life being private. Because the only reason I posted them before wasn't for me. So, like, because I know what my shit is, we were there, you know what I'm saying, together, and took the picture together. So when I need to let all of the world know what I already know, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to do that anymore, which is why I don't do that, because he's like, can't we keep our life private? And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, we can, because, and it's been so freeing because it's like, I know what my shit is. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is. I know what we have, and I know what we do, and I know where we go, and I don't need to show the whole fucking world. So, do you want him, Christy? This is where you have to ask yourself, and you need to be honest with yourself. This is what I tell you guys. When you guys get so wrapped up in this stupid bullshit, you need to sit there and say, okay, look, where's the priority here? Do I really want him to follow me and unfollow her, or do I want to be together? Well, I want to be together, so what in the fuck do I care about all that other shit for? That's all childish nonsense. This is where social media destroys relationships. It destroys relationships. Because people do social media wars with each other. They'll do, like, they post things to try and get a reaction from people. They do certain stupid shit. And it fucks their relationship up. You're subconsciously destroying your relationship because you breathe too much life into social media. Fuck social media. That's what you should say. Fuck social media. I ain't doing shit. Fuck that. Fuck the 3D and fuck social media. How about that? Because social media triggers so many people. People try to come for you on social media and you're like, seriously? Are you that immature that you feel like you need to post something because you might get a reaction? You know what that shows me? When you need to post something because you might get because you want to get a reaction from somebody, do you know what that says about you? That you're insecure. It says it means you're insecure. Because you wouldn't need to. Now, am I saying don't post on social media? No, I post on social media. That'd be like such a hypocritical fucking statement. But it means that you're insecure. Which is why we have the toot your horn, fucking 3-day intensive. Because if you need validation from people that you fucking don't know on the internet, what the fuck does that say? If you need validation from you, like you need attention, if you need attention like that, and you like for your handful of followers, let's be frank, 'cause depending on who you are, what the fuck does that say about you? If you need to prove something to someone on the internet, what does that say about you? So I'm sorry. Let's just keep it real. It's called what it is. It's called insecure. That's what it is, because I don't need to prove. That's why it's probably why me and my bestie get along so well, because it's like, I don't need to prove a goddamn thing to any goddamn person. Never. I don't need to post online because it makes my relationships feel valid. I know what my shit is. I don't need to, what I need to post online because then the world knows that I'm in a relationship. I don't give a fuck who knows. I know, and that's all I need to fucking know. I don't need to post text messages, like pictures of text messages online. Because Lulu snaps for Lulu. She says, my SP wished me a happy birthday last year. My SP wished me a happy birthday. Last year, he didn't. Yay to finding Jen. I love you, Lulu. But that's how you have to look at it. I don't need to post text messages, call recording. I don't need to do none of that shit. For what? I know what's in my text. I don't need to show the world. For what? What am I proving? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit's insecurity. You're insecure. So you shouldn't have to do any of that, is my point. Is social media, you shouldn't have to prove you're in a relationship on social media. I don't have to do that. Do sometimes here and there, do I post in the past pictures of me and my boyfriend? Yeah. But the only reason is because of the nature of my business. Let's be frank, right? That's the only reason why I have. But I don't need to prove shit. I know what my shit is. So you shouldn't have to prove, you should not need social media to define you. You should not need social media to define your relationship status. Because let's think realistically, if you need that, then you don't have a relationship. What the fuck? Like, Instagram or TikTok's gonna prove that I'm in a relationship because what, it makes me feel better? Well, then, bitch, you got problems. You know what I have a problem with? I have a problem with fucking my avocado that got stuck in my nail. Natalia, I just made a video about manifesting on a time crunch, and the reason why is because, like I said, if you're going to manifest on a time crunch, it requires discipline, which most don't have. And the only reason why you're not successfully, thanks, Carrie girlfriend, the only reason why you're not successfully manifesting on a time crunch is because you're focused on the time and you're counting down the time. You can't do that. So literally literally I made that video this morning. I was like, you want to manifest on a time crunch? Here's how you do it. It's very simple, but it's not simple at the same time because you're focused on the time. You're counting down the time. You can't do that. Because you successfully manifest on a time crunch all the time. You manifested your breakup on a time crunch without knowing you were doing it. You manifested them moving out on a time crunch without knowing you were doing it. You manifested all that shit on a time crunch without knowing you were doing it. That's how simple it is. Oh, fuck, I didn't put that shit in my video. I might have to re-record the video. Because you thought about it like today. Is he going to move out today? Right? Or like, is he going to break up with me today? Like you thought about it and didn't give it any more attention. And boom, he broke up with you the same day you said. Oh, Shantae. It's my marriage anniversary today. We got a room and going to celebrate. Snaps to Shantae. Love you too, bitch. Love you too. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not difficult. It's not difficult unless you choose to think it is. And unless you choose to make it difficult. Then it is. But that's my point. You have manifested numerous things on a time crunch. Because you thought about it. You thought today was the day. And then you kept it pushing. And then guess what happened? Today was the day. So, if you could do that for the negative shit, this is where I thought about it. My brain is always working for you. Always. Like, I'm always thinking, I'm just like, okay, how do you do this shit? And not how do you do this shit, but how can I help you even more? Right? And so, but simplistic, right? Because we're not trying to overcomplicate shit. Because I watched some fucking video today. I was like, there's a lot of fucking trash content out there. I don't even know how you guys watch that shit, to be quite frank. It annoys me. It irks me. It's annoying as fuck. And half the shit don't make no goddamn sense. And the other half of the shit, I'm just like, this is boring as shit. Like, can I move on now? Because this is stupid. I don't even know how people are listening to this shit. Okay, so my hair is going to be even in when I fucking say it is. Like a month. We'll give it a month. It looks thinner down here than it is up here, and that's because I fried my hair months ago. But look, I'll show you guys everything. So ridiculous online. See? It only goes to here. Oh, well, I could have just fucking done that shit here. So it only goes to here. But it's cool because if you would have seen my shit like last August, it was like whoosh. It was like I had half a mohawk. I could have worn a hat, but it never dawned on me to wear a hat. When I was moving my boyfriend out of his apartment, it never dawned on me to wear a hat, so I just looked fucking ridiculous. Elena, you have a problem. You feel like you are stuck in manifestation and like I am waiting for it. That you don't have, Houston, you are not the only one with the problem. Lots of people have that problem because you're waiting, because you don't know the outcome. You know, the one thing, thanks Amanda girlfriend, the one thing that would accelerate your manifestation, seriously accelerate your manifestation is knowing how the fuck this plays out. Not waiting, but knowing. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do what I got to do, but I don't need to question the fucking outcome. What's there to question? I know exactly how the fuck this plays out. You know, it's like when when my boyfriend left, I didn't need, this is what accelerated it. I didn't react, but I knew he'd be back. I was like, I know he's coming home. I know he'll be back. That's all the fuck I needed to know. And I didn't do this on purpose. Okay. Like this wasn't well, let me do this on purpose type shit. It was, I just knew that he would be back because I know who the fuck I am. Okay. I knew who I am. I know what I have to offer. I know that I'm the only one that has to offer this, period. You know what I'm saying? So I knew he'd be back. So I did the inner work. And boom, he came back in half the time. And the first thing he says is, it worked. You're right. And he said everything that I had said. Because I knew. Most people are waiting and hoping and praying and wishing on a shooting star versus knowing how this plays out. And like I told you a million times, it's easy to manifest them back. I know it doesn't feel that way for you right now. But I learned this in my journey is it's actually not hard to manifest them back. What is the challenge is keeping them. Why? Because you manifest them back and then you go right back to the same bullshit you did before. Maybe not at first. Usually not at first. But this is where the leopard doesn't change its spots comes into play. Because eventually you revert back to the same person you were when they left your ass. So you can't do that anymore. Moon Walker. SP wants to try something in bed that I don't want. How do I manifest his mind to change? Moonwalker, what does your SP want to try something in bed? Does he want to try butt plugs? A little bit of anal activity. I don't fucking know. It would depend on what he wants to try in bed. But it's you have to, okay, so you have to switch this around to what do you want in the bedroom? And then that's your inner conversations. Like, no, he knows that he knows, like, he just loves to have our regular sexy time. He's not adventurous. He doesn't like to try anything new in bed. Like, not at all. You know, and if he does, he always, he'll only do it if he seeks my approval. You know, whatever it is that he's wanting to try in the bedroom. Now my mind's wandering, bitch. Thanks a lot. Because I was like, what does he want to try though? I'm just curious. Always looking for ideas. Keep things fresh, spicy, you know what I'm saying? That's right, Garrett. Garrett said, I love how you teach us to use circumstances to leverage the law. I have amazing circumstances right now. That is right. Because that's what no one else does. And that, my friend, is what makes us different here is how to leverage. Because who the fuck says, like, here's the thing. And I got to thinking about this today. And, oh, fuck, before I get behind these comments, because I will do that. How can I manifest Alyssa? I've made numerous videos. I talk about it usually on here. But if you stick around, we'll get you your shit because here I never tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. And I also yell and bitch at you when you get out of fucking line. Okay. So it depends on what you're trying to manifest, but anyway, it goes, you have to think as the person that has what you want. It depends. Okay. If it's a specific person, it's different. This is where people don't understand. It's different for a specific person than it is for something else. Okay, so it would depend on what you're trying to manifest. But stick around, bitch, and we'll get you your shit. Because that's what we fucking do around here. How to get rid of doubt, rotten soldier. When manifesting an SP, I don't know yet, on a time crunch. Huh? You threw it off with the I don't know yet. Okay, how to get rid of doubt when manifesting an SP. You don't know yet on a time crunch. So I need more context there. Is it someone like that you like? Is it a person that you have in mind, or you just want to manifest? Oh, guess who? Flashy said, guess who I get to see in about 10 minutes again. He needs to borrow a trailer. Of course he does, Flashy. Look at him just coming up with ways to see you, bitch. Coming up with ways to see you. Look, once he got to your home, Flashy, and I need pause for you, who I was just talking to, but Flashy, the second that man arrived at your home since we met, you notice how I told you, you said, I just need to get in my home. And have you noticed that all of a sudden, since he came to your home, it's like a comfort for him now. And now all of a sudden he has no problem coming to your home. He is constantly coming, right? But you just needed that initial come to the home. Oh, I'm loving this for her. Loving this for you. So Rotten Soldier, back to you. If you're manifesting like, I just want a girlfriend, right? Like, or I just want a boyfriend. I don't fucking know and I don't care. If you're manifesting like, I just want somebody on a time crunch, you can do that. And it's a lot easier to do that because you don't know the person, okay? So you just throw the date out. Doubting it is setting yourself up for failure before you even hit the peak. Okay, like you're just like, how to get rid of doubt? Trust the process. No, man. Okay, look, all of you need to fucking know that manifestation is goddamn fucking real. You've been manifesting your entire fucking life. So what do you mean how to get rid of the doubt? How to freaking do this? How to do that? What the fuck is there to doubt? What is there to question? Because you didn't do any of that shit before. And guess what? Congrats, because the breakup happened. You got everything you ever fucking wanted, even knowing you didn't want it. It doesn't matter. You still successfully manifested 100%. Congrats. What are you worried about? Why are you doubting? Why are you questioning? Because you didn't do none of that shit before. And you know what? You got everything you fucking wanted. Everything. You have successfully manifested 100 fucking %. And now you want to doubt. Now you want to question. Now you want to worry. Now you want to do all that shit when you didn't do any of that before and you got everything you ever wanted. Even if it wasn't what you wanted. It didn't matter. Because you didn't question. You didn't do shit back then. So why in the fuck are you doing it now? Why are you doing it now? When you didn't do it then? Did you? You didn't do that. You just said to be saying, had thoughts to be thinking, and then boom, manifested, boom, manifested, boom, manifested, boom, manifested, boom, manifested. And now when you actually want something, now I want to question everything. Now I want to get all in my fucking head about the shit. You didn't do any of that shit back then. That's where all these fucking techniques and all this stupid shit people be teaching you and all this stuff is like, you didn't do any of that to manifest before. Why would you need to do that shit now? You don't. It's not like, oh, hey, so yeah, you can think thoughts how you want to think and you can do all that shit to manifest all the negative shit. It's cool. But if you want to manifest the positive shit, things you actually want, oh no. There's about 5,000 techniques you have to do to get the shit you want. But it's cool because you can always just do the random shit to get all the shit you don't want. That's totally fine. You could do that. All the labonta, go ahead. But the shit that you want, no. No. Sorry. You need to go stand on your head, walk like a chicken, and do the 55 by 5 and the 3, 6, 9 and drink a magic glass of water. I need to do all the shit. Visualize. You got to visualize. You got to go to psychics, tarot card readers. You got to do all that shit to get what you want. But to get what you don't want, no. You just got to have a think. You just got to think about it. It's totally fine. You know how stupid that sounds? And that's what you have to think is like, no, that's fucking stupid as shit. So if I only have to have a random thought and then boom, shows up, negative, all the negative shit, then what in the fuck would I need to do all this other shit to get what I want? It's not how the mind works. That's not how the mind works. Okay? There's not a trap door in the mind that's like, joke's on you, bitch. Joke's on fucking you. Sorry. You thought you thought it was so simple to get the things that you want. Nope, you got to jump through hoops and an obstacle goddamn course. You might get what you want, but to get what you don't want, no, it's cool to just have a random thought. That's the easier. Huh? No. I should probably start doing that. See what I'm saying? So, let's talk about how everything is in a sim shit. Let's be quite frank. Oh, shit. So I don't block people on here because here I fucking go blocking people and I fuck it all up. Is this a situation where circumstances don't matter, or do I need to do affirmations about her? What did you say, lucky girl? Because I only saw that part. Chris, I want to unmanifest. That's a good one. We should see if we can unmanifest. I want to unmanifest all the stupid shit I manifested. Fuck gutter trash. Lucky luck. Fuck gutter trash. I teach you how to manifest gutter trash away. We're very good at it. But let's talk about your manifestation and how, well, let's talk about how literally everything is an assumption. Okay? There's no hardened facts, but everything is an assumption. So what you choose to assume is going to be true for you. So how do you leverage that? Because we're all about leveraging around here. So we say, okay, if everything is an assumption, thanks Therese, boo. If everything is an assumption, then I need to completely set myself up for success. Now, in the future, right? All these things. Because I know me. Right? You know you. Okay? So it's like, I know me. So how do I leverage everything being an assumption? Okay? Are there are there things that we assume to be true based on history? 1000%, right? So it's like, yeah, forced into 3D, not the vibe. Doesn't work out, right? But what if you could change that? What if that didn't matter? What if it didn't matter if you forced a 3D? What if you just didn't look at it like you were forcing a 3D? Because granted, it didn't work out when it came to your SP, right? So here's how you have to look at it. When it comes to your SP, forcing a 3D, does it backfire? Yeah. But the only reason it backfires, right? Let's think logically here. The only reason it backfires is because you chase, right? You come from desperate energy, like desperation. So you force the 3D by coming from desperate energy, right? By begging, pleading, I just need to talk to you, this, that, and the fucking third. But what if you didn't, aside from that shit, please don't fucking, because that's you're chasing, right? You're in chase mode. You're not on the pedestal. But if you're on the pedestal, this is what we're going to talk about in the intensive in a little bit more detail. I should fucking write this down though. Debbie, are you taking notes or are you in the goddamn fucking bathtub? Bitch. I'm sure she's in the bathtub. Look, she didn't even fucking respond. That bitch is in the bathtub. Okay. So this is where you have to think, logically speaking. The only reason when I force the 3D when it comes to my SP is because I chase. Because I come from desperate energy. I beg, I plead, I do all that stupid shit. But what if I no longer needed to, but if I'm on that pedestal, right? If I'm on the pedestal, then I can leverage my 3D. It's not forcing the 3D because that's an assumption, right? That's an assumption. So it's like, I hope this is fucking making sense. It makes sense in my mind, in my defense. Because I know what I'm talking about. And so it's like, I'm trying to get like the words in my brain out. So I'm thinking, because I've had so many conversations with my boyfriend, when it comes to former gutter trash, when it comes to our relationship, different things like that, which people would say is forcing the 3D, but it's not when you're on the pedestal. It's how you position it too. It's how you talk and position it, right? Communication. So when you know how to properly do it, which is what I'm going to teach in my intensive. Let me write that shit down. So I forget. Bevy, where the fuck are you, bitch? She might be driving. My notes are all over the goddamn fucking place. I cannot go watch my live again. So if Bevy's not taking notes, then you know what? She's going to have to go watch the live again. On 3-speed. I don't fucking have speed. But anyway, it's not, if you're on that pedestal, there's a way to position it where you're actually not forcing 3D. You still get, because who the fuck says what forcing a 3D is, right? But typically when it comes to SPs, you negatively force the 3D, but the only reason you do that is because you're in chase mode, you're in desperation mode, right? But yet, is it forcing the 3D if you're affirming for business success and then work? No. Is it forcing the 3D when you're, thanks, bestie girlfriend. Is it forcing the 3D when you're manifesting money and then go apply for a loan or go and take money from somebody or go ask for money? Is that forcing the 3D negatively? No. Right? If you're affirming for and you're manifesting weight loss, is it forcing the 3D? Thanks, Miss Lums and Sarah. Is it forcing the 3D when you're manifesting weight loss because you go and get the GLP-1 shot or all this whatever shit? No. So where's the line of forcing the 3D? Thanks, Christy girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? How can I force the 3D in everything else in my life, but when it comes to my SP, I can't? See what I'm saying? So that's where we're going to go through it in the intensive in how to not force the 3D. Well, let's not call it force the 3D because that sounds like an awful term, right? Forcing. Let's call it how to encourage the 3D. How to stimulate the 3D. Is that what we should call it? Stimulate the 3D. How to stimulate the 3D to work in your favor. Because there's right and wrong ways to do. I've tested this shit. And not like, let me test it. You know what I'm saying? It was Like, not everything I do is a petri dish. I mean, sometimes it is when it comes to my boyfriend. But not everything I'm actively testing. I just look back and reflect. Is that what it's called? Reflect. I reflect. And then I'm like, oh shit, because you know me, I like to talk. So sometimes I'll say things like, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't backfire. It doesn't backfire. And I was like, well, then how is what I say different than what other people say with a totally different result, right? That's why. Because I know what I know, and because I'm always on that goddamn fucking pedestal. And so things that I say, in hindsight, if you were to say it to your SP, if you're not on that pedestal, it backfires 100% of the time. Based on experience, right? I mean, you've experienced it yourself. You're not taking my goddamn fucking word for it. I mean, it's like, no, this is what happened in my relationship, right? So it's like, it backfires. But when you're on that pedestal 100% of the time and you have unwavering confidence and you know who the fuck you are, you can say things in the 3D that would be deemed force in the 3D and not have a backfire at all. Just saying. I'm just saying that I looked at it literally 2 seconds in my fucking mind before I said it out my goddamn mouth. But it's true. It's true because I've experienced it. You know, and I started thinking about it. And I was like, who says you can't I think I was talking flashy. Yeah, I was talking flashy earlier. And I said, who says you can't force a 3D without force a 3D as long as you believe you're a bad bitch and you know exactly who the fuck you are? See, there's a difference, okay? I'm not encouraging you, please. I'm not encouraging you to this is not carte blanche and fucking a permission to go force the fucking 3D. That's not what it is. But there's ways to do it when you're not doing it. Okay. But please do not message your SP right now and beg and plead and sound desperate as fuck because you look silly and pathetic. I'm just going to keep it real. That's how you look, pathetic. And you should want your SP to want to be with you, not be with you because they feel sorry for you. I mean, just saying. Looky luck, your SP proposed to his, we don't call them girlfriends, first of all. And we don't call them 3Ps. We call them gutter trash because that's exactly what they are. Trash. Hold your comments, by the way. Hold your questions. Who gives a fuck if he proposed? Do you have any proposals are broken? A lot. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and throw statistics at you because I don't really give a fuck about statistics because statistics are, again, held on a small group of fucking people when there's billions of people in this fucking world. They're like, we did a study with 150 people. It's like 150 out of the billions in the world, and you want me to base my decision based on that shit? But that's what they do. Have you ever noticed that when they do a case study, it's always a max, like 1,000 people? I was like, there are billions of goddamn people in this world. You did it on 1,000 people? That were honestly there because you paid them to be there? Let's be frank. Nobody volunteers to be in a case study without getting paid to be there. Del Taco's corporate office is right around the corner from my home. And I will participate in a case study all day long there. Why? Because they give me a $25 gift card. It's called what it is. Judge me not. I go to Chipotle's taste test too all the time. Me and my dad do. I know exactly what to say on their little application. And me and my dad do it. We pick the same time, and then we show up together, and we get what, 25. We get free fucking food and a $25 gift card. So, you know what I'm saying? If I had all the goddamn time in the world, I'd be going to the movies because I know how the movies play out too. Like I can go watch a brand new movie. It's not even out yet and spoil all the shit for you. I should start doing them. I'm just going to go to movie premieres and I'll be like, spoiler alert, here's what happens. The movie won't be out for another 3 months, but now you don't have to watch it because I just told you what happens. And they pay you 30 to 40 bucks to go. The only reason why I don't do that is, let's be frank, because it costs me 30 to 40 bucks to go. Why? Because I'm going to get some popcorn. I'm also bring dinner in that bitch too. So it's like, then it was a wash. It was a wash. It reminds me of when I went to go work at like a kiosk. Because it's like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me go work at the kiosk because I'm going to go get some extra money. Selling phone chargers. And I was like, and so I did. I didn't make no extra money because all I did was eat all I did was eat because I went to the food court. I don't want one thing. No, I want like 3 different things, like a selection. Oh, Fred Chinese soup sounds so good. I think I'm gonna make some stuff. I just thought about that right now because that's one of the things I used to get. But no, I would go there and I get like 3 different things, and then Forever 21 was right around the corner. Now here I am in Forever 20. I'm on the clock, but here I am at Forever fucking 21 shopping for shit. I was like, I think I spent more money than I made the money. And then I came home one day and my daughter was in the driveway. Now, granted, she was in the driveway and she was like 3. She was in the fucking driveway and I was like, where the fuck is my brother? In the house sleeping at 4 p.m. So then I told him, I said, you're lucky nothing happened to my daughter. I would have kicked her or you would have been dead. And I had to quit. Moonwalker. What did I say about Sammy? We are not about to go down that whole fucking bandwagon. But what's a bathtub? Where the hell do you live, Lucky Luck? We're not going to go down the whole Sammy bandwagon, but I'm going to put on my stories today. It's called Scammy Ingram, not Sammy Ingram, okay? She doesn't care about you. That's it. I could talk about it for days, then I get off track, and then Bevy gets mad at me. So, I'm just saying, I would highly advise you never work with her because she really doesn't give 2 shits about you, and she thinks you're completely desperate and vulnerable, and she's happy to take your money for it. That's all. You can do that, Tyrese. You can leverage anything. You can say that, like, you have to understand, look, you can tell yourself anything that you want. Anything that you want, you can. Jonah with the O method. Got a parent with the J method. Char? You can, like, you have to understand, everything is everything is an assumption, okay? Nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. So, like, words don't mean shit. The only reason it means shit is because we grew up with that, right? We grew up with the Webster Dictionary and what does this mean? What does this mean? Right? The conscious mind has to have an answer for things. This is the problem. So this is why people go to doctors, why people go to things, because you have to have an answer for something. You need clarity. And so you're like, stub your fucking toe. Well, now it's ChatGPT. But you feel like something's wrong. I need an answer. I need to know what's going on. And so you go and you seek expert advice. And then they're like, oh, based on what you said, literally, this is your problem. And now you're like, oh, okay. So I have depression. Where the fuck is there, first of all, first of all, personally, I reject anything I don't like. That's just my personality. But where's there a depression monitor? Like a heart monitor, you know what I'm saying? Where they're like, oh, you have depression based on this test we ran on you. They don't. Okay, what they do is they ask you questions, right? And you say how you're feeling in the moment. You say these things, you're like, oh, you have depression. Do you know what depression is? Depression is sad thoughts. That's all it is. So you were going through something, you were sad and upset about it. Couldn't get out of bed, it's like a breakup. Couldn't get out of bed. I was sad and depressed and I was sad and crying. And I went to go to the doctor and they said, you have depression. Here, take this medication. But here's why it's inaccurate. Any diagnosis is inaccurate because they're going off of your fucking word. And you know that you only tell half the story. Everybody does. They only tell half the story. My mom tried putting us in therapy a long time ago when I was a teenager. And do you want to know what the therapist concluded? We went to 2 sessions when I was 16. And the therapist kept saying, well, have you thought about how your mom feels? It was all about have I thought about how she feels about whatever scenario we were talking about? And I said, why do I give a shit how she feels? Does she care how I feel? Why am I supposed to care how she feels? When she's not taking my feelings into consideration. Snaps A, snaps to A. And so it only took 2 sessions. This is just my personality. It only took 2 sessions for my therapist to draw this conclusion about me. Because I was going to go to Chicago by myself at 16 for my boyfriend at the time to graduate boot camp. Be a little 16-year-old. Yep, that was my goal. And that's what I was going to do. And so the therapist said, look, my mom told me this. The therapist told my mom, he goes, look, she's going to do whatever she wants to do. That's what I know about your daughter. She's going to do whatever she wants to do. So you may as well support her because at least you know she's safe while she's there. And guess who went to Chicago at 16? This bitch. It's always my personality. Did you say something I don't like? This is where you guys need to work on this shit. Strange. It's so weird. I just got this Snapchat message about manifestation. I don't even fucking use Snapchat. Snapchat hurts my gut and brain. To be frank, I don't even know how to use it. It hurts my brain. I tried once and I was like, I'm over this shit. How many platforms can we be on? That's what I'm saying. We can't. But anyway, so that should be your motive. That should literally be your whole life. I'm sorry, did you say something I don't like? Reject. Did you say something I don't like? Reject. I don't give a fuck who it is. I have rejected and overcame therapists, lawyers, judges, police officers, caretaker officer, my parents, my boyfriend, my brother, everybody. If they tell me something I don't like, I don't accept. No matter how fucking stupid it is. Like, you should roll up your car window. No. I don't want to roll up my car window. Well, And then they give me all the reasons why I should roll it up. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we can dead this conversation because I'm still not rolling it up. They know this about me. My parents do. They're like, you can't tell her shit because she's not going to listen anyway. That should be how you are. That should be your attitude. And I don't give a fuck if they don't like it. Too bad. Too bad. I've had police, like, you should... well, this isn't a former life of mine, granted, when I was young, okay? Well, like in my teens, early adulthood, where they were like, you're good. The whole gang unit. Could you imagine me being in front of the gang unit? Obviously, I wasn't a gang member, but they wanted to know about people I hung out with. Oh man, it makes me chuckle. And they go, you're good. And I was like, they're like, your story is your story. I don't give a fuck what you show me. That must be a doppelganger. I don't know who the fuck that is. My story is my story. Plus, I'm a writer, bitch. I'm a writer. I feel like if I did it, then cool. But why would I throw anybody else under the bus? For what? I'm good. Like, you guys should hear stories about my past. I was a drug me on the whole bit. On my own. Got away with it all, bitch. Got away with it all. I literally got caught in the Texas border. 4 pounds of marijuana. I fell asleep. I wasn't going to go anywhere my car was going to go without, a licensed driver. And a side note about me, we got pulled over. I didn't realize that Texas is, at least their border patrol is a relatively racist border patrol. And I was with my roommate at the time who was African American. And they were like, citizenship. I learned this from the first time they asked me that shit before. I said, yes, California, U.S. Then they asked my roommate, he had a little bit of an attitude. They were like, are you being held against your will? I was like, motherfucker, you're in my goddamn fucking window. If I was, I'm pretty sure I would tell your ass. You know what I'm saying? They made us pull over. And you could smell that shit. I was like, I thought you packaged it up. You know what I'm saying? No, it was in a grocery bag. It was literally just 4 pounds just in a grocery bag. But then my attitude is always just like, they obviously detained us. And they put it on the scale and I look at them, I go, well, at least we didn't get ripped off. Like, this is my attitude. But I was willing to take the route for everything because I really didn't care. I was like, it's fine. 1 felony, 55 felonies. Who fucking gives a shit at this point? You know what I'm saying? But really, if you know, Texas does not have a, and we had out-of-state plates, right, because we're from California, but no. It was a Class A misdemeanor. But if you have coke or anything, your ass is fucking screwed. But for weed, no. It's really not a big deal. It was a Class A misdemeanor, and we went to a barn house, Sierra Blanca, Texas. I'll never forget it. Right outside El Paso. Where it's a barn house. That's the courthouse. The courthouse is a barn house. It's a barn. And the inmates are right next to you. But the funny thing is, I didn't go there for 10 years. I was supposed to go to court. I didn't go for a long ass fucking time. Then I got my life together and was like, I should probably go take care of this shit. I was like, I should probably go take care of this. And so I went with my mom. And my mom was like, you can walk in the middle of that fucking town at 2 o'clock and not get hit by a car. And my mom was like, we went in there. And I was like, well, my mom was like, are you scared? I was like, for fucking what? No, I'm fine. Totally fine. I've abated, what do they call it? Aiding and abetting? No, I didn't aid. I avoided going to my court date for 10 years. 10 years. I never showed up to court. Ever. Charge was still there. And I finally went and they started proceeding. Like my attorney, my public defender had like the cowboy hat on and all that shit. And they started proceeding without me, obviously. And I like raised my hand. I was like, excuse me. They were like, you're here after 10 years. Most people would have gone straight to the slammer. Not me. Not me. My attorney walks up and I was like, I'm here to take care of that fine we had talked about the first court date. He's like, I have been appearing on your behalf every month. Every month for the fucking past 10 years. He's like, where the hell have you been? I was like, in California? What do you want to say? And he's like, I don't even know if the same deal's on the table. It's been 10 fucking years. I was like, it will be. I'm here to take care of it. Sure enough, he comes back, he goes, they're willing to accept your deal and get the fuck out of Texas. I was like, happily obliging. After I get my fucking barbecue, I'll be out of here. I've skated through it all, bitches. Through it all. I'm telling you, there ain't nothing in your life you're going to be like, it's impossible. Oh my God, it's impossible. Where I'll be like, I'll show you the impossible. Okay. I'll show you that it's 100% possible to get whatever the fuck you want, because trust me, there is nothing you've been through that is, or are going through, that is worse than anything I've ever been through. I've been through it all. It doesn't even matter, right? I started this whole like speaking course a long time ago, where they were like, I was like, okay, I have and we had to tell a gang of stories. And I was like, I don't have a very eventful life. By the time I was done, they were like, I don't know what the fuck what you don't consider an eventful life, but bitch, you have a very colorful life. And so there's nothing that you could possibly be going through now and think it's impossible because of what society's telling you, because of what people are telling you. I'm here to tell you that nothing. Well, no, that was wrong. I'm here to tell you that you can overcome anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what proof they're showing you. It doesn't matter what they're telling you. None of that shit matters, because every single time, I guess that'd be my whole life. Because I just don't accept. I was like, the fuck are you talking to? Nope. Reject, reject, reject. I have automatically rejected no matter what I saw. No matter what I saw. No matter what proof was staring me in the face, I reject, reject, reject. Over and over and over again. And every time it has gone my way. Didn't matter how dire the circumstances seemed. It didn't matter any of that shit. So I want you to stop accepting. Stop accepting. And start rejecting everything. I don't care what you're going through. It doesn't matter. When it comes to your SP or anything else, I don't give a fuck what you're going through. Reject whatever you don't like. Stop accepting. Stop accepting. Stop. Let me repeat again. Stop accepting anything that you don't like. And I don't give a fuck what that is. I didn't ask what that shit is. Stop accepting. Stop accepting. Because there's no reason for you to accept things that hurt your feelings, to accept things that you don't like, to accept words that hurt you, that make you cry, to accept people being mean to you, to accept a diagnosis you don't want, to accept legal problems that you want to go away. There's no purpose to that. So stop accepting. And I don't give a fuck what anyone tells you. Because those that accept get exactly what's to come. Because they accept. They accept their fate. They accept what's being told to them, even though it's not what they want. Trust me. When I was going through my legal issues a long time ago, there were people going to prison for far, far less than what I was being accused of. Falsely accused, but nonetheless. Which is why I'm going to reform the justice system, because the justice system is fucking bullshit. But anyway, it's for another day. But there are people going to prison, first-time offenders, for far less. Far. When I tell you far less, I mean, we're talking like 5% of what I was being accused of. Going to prison because they accepted. And then they asked, how did you get out of that? They were like, there nothing explains other than you have have an angel watching over you. Well, I don't know where the fuck she's at because I ain't seen her. No, because I didn't accept. You're prone to strokes because you have a high I don't accept. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Well, you have this problem. I don't know what you're talking about. You can never eat this for the rest of your life. I don't know what the fuck. You lose me at the word never. What? I can never. You can never eat these foods ever again. Who the fuck are you talking to? Have we met? I eat whatever the fuck I want. It's too much brain power for me to figure out, well, what was that food list that they said I can't have? And for what? Stop accepting and start rejecting. The doubt that creeps in when you're manifesting your SP, stop accepting it and start rejecting it. What the fuck is your question? Sure, let me just mosey on through. Yes, exactly, Amanda. Can an SP become faithful and loyal? That's the most ridiculous question in the world. Yes, it can. Yes, Tasnim, they can. That doesn't make sense because they're not serial cheaters. They're not serial cheaters. JCS, Gems in the Crips gang. I'm just saying. And then because I'm so yes, Casey, you can manifest your ex-partner back, but stop viewing them as an ex. How about that? We'll start there. I will walk you through it again after the techniques we're about to do. Where the fuck is your question, bitch? She got me going through all these fucking questions. Sorry if I'm not answering your question. Sorry. It's because I have to answer someone else's question before she goes back to work. I want to be able to manifest someone else's weight loss. Oh, okay, user 949. Oh, that's where I live. You can manifest someone else's weight loss. Just be like, man, she's hot as fuck. Like, yep, she's hot as fuck. She loses so much weight. She is hot as shit. Gotta be able to drop your question again because all I see was LO fucking L. But it's a fun story when it comes to my drug dealing. Drug trafficking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, I still didn't learn my lesson because I do whatever the hell I want. And so I was like, I'm going to go on the Greyhound. Let me tell you, the Greyhound is the most, if you have nothing to fucking do, the Greyhound is a great experience. So I went on there. But this, I took control. I wrapped it all up, put it up in a teddy bear, took it on with me. I made it all the way to my destination in Mississippi. Yeah, because I just flirted my way. Let's be frank. Because there's all these young people working that thing, and I knew how to take it off and put it back on. And they were like, "Did we search him? Like, why wouldn't you have searched me?" Duh. They're like, "Okay. Gotta flirt your way to success, baby." Okay, Golden Baby Love, here's your question. When doing 5x5, I'll tell you in a second. When doing a 5x5, I say he's always spending time with me for 5 minutes. Then I go straight to he hates her. She's gone away for another 5 minutes. Or do I wait a few minutes? No, but what the fuck are you talking about, Golden Baby Love? What are you talking about? There's not like you need an intermission, bitch. No. I would go back to back to back. Okay, so each desire is like 5 minutes against gutter trash, 5 minutes for me and SP, 5 minutes for this, 5 minutes for that, back to back to back. There was no like, I need a break, intermission. Let me go take a snack, because if I don't take a break, it ain't gonna work. No, that's not how that works. So you're fine. I'm just saying, Rob, I mean, granted, I should have probably taken the Amtrak, but the Greyhound, let me tell you, it is an experience. Special breed that goes on the Greyhound. There's a special breed that rides a Greyhound. And it's the longest trip of your god fucking life. And if you smoke the e-cig, nowadays, if you smoke the e-cig, that's a long ass fucking time. You gotta sit there and wait. Then you gotta sit there and hopefully you don't sit next to somebody that's fucking weird. And you some shit to do. But it was fun. It was fun. Anywho, Nanner. Okay, how do you manifest weight loss? I'll answer you real quick and then we gotta get into the techniques because I'm staying on track. That's the goal. Okay, so how do you manifest weight loss? You manifest weight loss by simply understanding that the body only answers to one entity, and that is the mind. Your body only answers to your mind. It doesn't know what's good for you and what's not good for you. It only knows what you tell yourself. So it doesn't know if me drinking this electrolyte is good for me, or if this is a goddamn fucking soda or a milkshake. It doesn't know. It only knows what I tell myself. So when you want to lose weight, you need to tell yourself anything you want. Like Bevy says, she used to say, every time I eat carbs, it goes straight to my tits and my ass. Okay? When I was losing weight, it was everything I eat. It doesn't matter what I eat. I can eat whatever I want and I lose weight. I can eat whatever I want and I lose weight. I can eat whatever I want and I lose weight. Everything is good for me. Everything is fucking good for me. It doesn't know. It doesn't know if you were to eat a donut, it doesn't know if that's a carrot or a donut. This is why when we take what we personally believe about pervert Jared from Subway out, and we just look at what he ate, right? He ate 2 foot-long sandwiches in a day. Most people would gain weight from that but why? Because they believe that bread is fattening, right? Because this is society. They teach you to read labels. You got to be in a calorie deficit, all this weird shit. And you do that. So instead, what you do is you tell yourself the opposite, right? He believed eating bread was good for him. He believed that was his solution. So therefore it was. I It doesn't matter how many tacos I eat. I can eat 15 tacos for a day at midnight. It doesn't matter. I will always lose weight and I lose half a pound because I have told myself that. I love tacos and pasta. It's not a mystery here. So I lose weight every time I eat that. Because it's what I tell myself. So you can literally tell yourself that everything you eat is a carrot. If you believe that carrots are good for you. Everything I eat is a carrot. The only reason why the scale reflects differently is because you're telling yourself that because you believe that sweets are bad for you. Donuts are unhealthy for you. Like the whole society, I have never, okay, let's be frank. 10 years ago, no one knew what the fuck gluten was. Now everyone's gluten-free. Now everyone's got a gluten allergy. I swear, Rob, don't fucking judge me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let's be frank. Right? 10 years ago, no one knew what the fucking gluten was. Now everybody's got a gluten problem. It's the stupidest shit in the world. I was like, what in the ghetto? I have never seen so many people that have a gluten allergy in my entire life. And I was like, since when? Since fucking when? No one even knows what the fuck gluten is. Let's be frank. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Just throwing it out there. No one knows what the fuck that shit is. Right? Exactly. Just like when they say that there is no MSG, no one knows what the fuck MSG ever was. Okay? No one even knew what the hell that shit was, ever. Until they were like, it doesn't have MSG. People are like, oh, okay. You don't even know what the fuck that shit is. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? No one knows what gluten is. No one knows what any of that stupid shit is. Well, you should have whole grain. Why? Have you ever compared the label if you want to be a label reader? It was when my mom was trying to do low carb and they were like, you should have brown rice and whole grain pasta. And I was like, have you seen the carbs? Ain't no difference between the two. So why in the fuck would you sacrifice the flavor? That sounds stupid as shit. I ain't sacrificing no flavor for nothing. That is not me. Like I said, you will never convince me that cauliflower goddamn rice tastes the same as rice. No, the fuck it doesn't. Blind taste test people on that shit. They're going to be like, what the fuck is it? Of course, yeah, no, it does not. It does not taste the same. Gluten is a wheat protein. Okay, and who the fuck is all of a sudden, who in the hell's all of a sudden got an allergy to that shit? Wouldn't they just be allergic to wheat? Just saying. That shit is stupid. But this is how I live my life. I do not overanalyze and I do not overthink because I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. What do I need to worry about that for? I have nothing else to do but to research that crap. Why would I want to do that? Like peptides. This is a new thing because one of my it's not new, but it's a big rising discussion now all of a sudden. Because one of my entrepreneur clients, he's all about the peptide thing now in case he's a fitness coach. Hot as shit, but a fitness coach. And he was trying to educate me. I was like, the fuck I need to know that shit for? I don't really give a fuck. Like I asked him before, I said, what is a macro? He tried to break the whole shit down to me and I was like, So what the fuck is a macro? You think I'm supposed to get a food scale out too and I'm supposed to put, what am I supposed to do with that? I'm supposed to put my fucking piece of chicken on there? You think I give two fucks about the weight of the chicken? No. Do you think I care what the hell is going on right now with the pesticides or whatever the fuck is going on with the produce or what is it? With Taco Bell, I'll go get me a crunchy motherfucker. No, I won't actually. I'll go to Del Taco because Taco Bell's tacos are mediocre at par. They're regular tacos. I'll fuck with their chalupas all day. And their little mini taco cells are so cute. But I will go to Del Taco all day to get a taco because what the fuck do I look like going to Taco Bell and paying $3 for a goddamn taco? That just sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to a whole ass taco restaurant and it's still cheaper than Taco Bell charges for their shit. So if I want to Taco Bell, I'm going for some other stuff. But they were like, you can't go to the Taco Bell band and the produce and the what the fuck is it? What is it? It's the produce and vegetables and fruits. I was like, okay, cool, sick. Well, I'm gonna go make a fruit salad now, okay? And I literally just went and got produce yesterday because I really don't give a fuck. Why would I? Everything's an assumption. So why in the hell? Like, I got nothing else to do than to sit there and create assumptions that don't benefit me. Then what the fuck are we supposed to eat? Since I'm worried about all these things going on around here. You know what? This bitch is just fucking fine. I'm healthy as shit and we're all good. We are all good in the hood. Know what I'm saying? That's right, Nikki. I should just say a delicious orange. Stop saying I ain't having a good time for that because I was like, well, yeah, like an orange. You're like, well, it doesn't have like. It's cool. It's got a fucking skin on it. It's cool. It's protected, right? Like a condom. You know what I'm saying? No one uses those anymore, but I'm just saying. I think they're out of business now. Does anybody use that shit anymore? Okay. Yeah, someone asked if someone has sparkling. Who has tried to manifest their SP and it has worked? Numerous people. Numerous. You manifest your breakup, so hello. Taylor, shut the fuck up. You weigh your chicken. Shut the fuck up. What happens though? But what happens when, I'm just curious, Taylor, what happens when you put a piece of chicken on a scale and you're only supposed to have 8 ounces of the chicken and it's 10? Do you like cut a sliver off? Just cut a sliver off and then put that shit back on. Then what you do with the rest of the chicken? You're fucking wasting chicken, bitch. You're wasting chicken. And now what? The chicken died for you to only eat a portion of it because it was out of your portion control. Oh, now you're ridiculous, Taylor. You portion it out. Girl, you gotta get a hobby. You portion it out and freeze it into 140 milligram portions. What in the insane shit is that? I will go get chicken and I will go get chicken and I'm like 2 breasts. 2 breasts in a package. Done. 2 breasts in a package. Done. Taylor knows I love her. I know. But I will tell you. I'm just saying. Of course, Chris. Of course he texts you all the time. Why wouldn't he? And of course he texts you right now. He said I'm not Rob. Damn. Snaps to Chris Peace. But oh man. But for the love of God, Foof, do not listen to. I don't meditate. Am I saying that you shouldn't meditate? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can meditate if you want to. Oh yeah, I'm not answering any more goddamn questions until I'm done. Foof. When you manifest, do you do subliminals? No, subliminals are a waste of goddamn time. You can do a guided meditation or sleep hypnosis. Subliminals are a waste of time. So don't even bother doing the subliminal. Okay? So no, it's just a waste of time. And do I do robotic affirmations? Yes. But I flip in between. I do robotic affirmations, but I also do inner conversations. To make sure, because inner conversations push out quickly. So I want to cover all the goddamn fucking bases. I mean, that's just how I operate in my mind. So I will definitely do all that shit at one time. So I will literally just throw random things out there. Like right now, I know he's totally thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, random things like I know he's talking to this person about this and this person is saying this, right, in our conversations. So That's what I would do. And then I do robotic affirming, but there's far more to manifestation than robotically affirming. Sparkling, how many times do you manifest in a day? That I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, and I don't have an answer for you because there's not like I offer a baseline for people. Okay, I offer a baseline to give people a routine, but when it comes to me, I don't really have a routine. Like it's not like I'm like, because that's an assumption you're creating. So it's like I need to manifest I'm going to manifest 10 times a day. I don't do that shit. I don't. So I literally will wake up, I stretch, I'm like, today's going to be a great day. Great things are coming my way. And then I affirm because I'm going to the fucking bathroom. I'm getting ready for the day, taking a shower, doing all that stuff, right? So I robotically affirm. Then I'm on coaching calls. So I'm obviously not affirming while I'm on coaching calls. That would be weird. And then after, like I have coaching calls after this, I'm not going to affirm because I have coaching calls. But I'll affirm all the way, like I'll be putting on my makeup, doing little affirmations or inner conversations. I'll just say random things to myself. Then it's like I'll hang up the phone on a coaching call and I'll just say like random shit. I'll be like, I don't need to while I'm moving to the next step with me and my boyfriend, but I'll just say like when I was manifesting my boyfriend, I would be like, I know he's going to have the most miserable day of his life right now because he's not with me. I know he only sees the future with me. Like, shit, what? He knows exactly who I am. I know exactly how he feels about me. I know he wants to be with me. He'll be like, he's going to tell me everything I want to hear. I know he completely hates where he's living at right now. Right? I would say random things like that throughout my day. And then as I go to bed, you got me all the way fucked up because I ain't got nothing else to fucking do. I ain't got nothing else to do. Like even now, I affirm or I'll have inner conversations based on certain things that I'm manifesting. Like my badunkadunk. Because me and my boyfriend will be having dinner, right? And then after dinner, he's playing video games. Like we're in the same room, obviously. So he's playing video games and we're watching a movie, but he's still playing video games while watching the movie. So I will totally affirm or have inner conversations. Yeah, nobody got time enough for the food scale. Taylor's got nothing but time apparently for the food scale. It's too much work. I don't even know what I'm weighing. And what the fuck am I looking at? What the hell's 140 grams of fucking protein? I don't know. Like those plates that they come out with where they're like, you should have this much protein, and then here's your amount for your little veggies. And then here's what the? I'm gonna eat as much rice as I want. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Anywho, Nanner, all right, let's get ready for the techniques. Okay, usually every day, let me reframe. Usually every day we do two techniques on here. One is the cord cutting, the energy cleansing, and the second one is to get you contact from your SP. Okay, so we are going to do both right now. You are not cutting, when we do the cord cutting, you are not cutting your SP out your goddamn fucking life. You are literally cleansing the energy. It's like when you met your SP, you had the same shirt on and I do that all the time, sure. Give him a little ass shot and he's like, Or put on a little something that's super sexy. I got that shit on fleek. And he's always like, keep wearing that shit. And yeah. Of course. Always got to keep them a lot more. And I got the sex game on lock. I don't wear muumuus because I believe muumuus are for fucking old people. I don't care. I didn't ask your opinion. Okay, Casey, I need you to get the fuck off your phone. Yeah, and you heard me right. Get the fuck off your phone. Because right now you are sitting on your fucking cell phone and you're coming from a different space, okay? You're literally sitting there and seeing that he's typing, and then you're like, oh my God, he stopped. Okay, now he's going in. So get off your phone. Just know that he's going to text you. Be like, oh, he's going to text me. Of course he is. Why not? And he's going to tell me everything I want to fucking hear. Yep, goddamn right. He's totally going to text me everything I want to hear. Period. Okay? That's what you need to do, is know that he's going to text you amazing things. Amazing things. I don't need to check if he's going to text me. I don't need to see the little bars popping up showing that he's texting me. You know what I'm saying? I just know what my shit is. That's what we need to come from. A place of knowing what your shit is. So that's all you need to do. Sit back, relax, and just know. Just know that he's texting you. Of course, lovely Rosie, why wouldn't he cut out the gutter trash? Fuck gutter trash. No one likes gutter trash, and trash goes where exactly where it belongs, to the dumpster. All right. So, no, Fieldstone, it does not hold your questions. No, it does not. No. Who cares if you're blocked? No one asked if you're goddamn fucking blocked. Did I ask that? No. Did I ask if you blocked them? If you're blocked? No. Does that fucking matter? No. In what reality does blocked have anything to do with them contacting you? It has nothing to do with that. We have numerous people who were blocked. Some still are blocked. And they're back in a whole ass relationship with their SP. They're in a whole relationship with their SP still blocked. Who the fuck gives a shit? We'll get into that in a second, Sparkling. Okay? It's kind of the same thing, but it's not the same thing. So we'll get into that. Okay, stick around. All right, so let's get into it. I want you guys to find a nice cozy space. Get comfy, get cozy. So we can cut this energy cord, because what's going to happen when you cut the energy cord with you and your SP, if you're not a big visualizer, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Still do it. It still works. Okay. It's a very short exercise, but what's going to happen is your SP will think about you. This time when they think about you, it will be different. The energy will be different. So while you're getting a nice cozy place, if you are new here, I obviously am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. That's actually the real power, is when you find that you can actually leverage anything. Because who the fuck says you need to follow the law when you can leverage everything you need to know? Okay? That's what that means. Okay, I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I've also managed to do it and cut the time in half. So if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong so you get your shit right and tight, all links are in my bio. We did just launch a 3-day intensive that takes place August 3rd, a week and a half. And it is going to be where we're going to put you on that goddamn pedestal. We're going to put you on that pedestal. So therefore, your self-concept will be on fucking point. Top-notch tier, bitch, where you will be completely unstoppable. You will stay on that pedestal forever. And that is the key to getting your SP to do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want it, and forever. Okay? And to getting literally whatever you want. What up, Desiree Girlfriend? Okay, so that's what that's about. Yes, I was in no contact with my SP for 7 months, wasting time on law of attraction shit before I figured it out. So the amount of testimonials that I have from people, the success stories I have since I've been teaching this shit since February, and I didn't set out to teach it. People asked because I told them what to do, and it worked, obviously. It doesn't even compare. I've got hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, and it doesn't compare to people who have been teaching this shit for years. Yes, Leanne is one of them. So I only teach what works. I give realistic advice. I don't give woo-woo shit and all this weirdo shit. So if you want to be a part of the 3-day intensive and you want to literally have stellar self-concept like you've never had before, but not temporary self-concept, and you want permanent self-concept, because it's not that difficult if you know the right way. My background is a study of the mind. So I teach you based on what I know, how the subconscious mind works, which is where the permanent transformation happens. So we do have that intensive. It is in the bio. I go live. No, it's a live thing with me, too. Yeah, no, it's not a course. I don't do courses. I don't have time for fucking courses. Well, congrats, Ivy. I look forward to talking to you, bitch. Yeah, I don't do courses. It's all live, and you do get access to the replays and all that shit. But anyway, oh, Laura, no, you do. If you were part of the 7-day intensive, wow, what are you, like a mind fucking reader? Oh, I forgot to do that though. If you were a part of the 7-day SP intensive, you do get a discount. Yes. So I don't have the code yet, but I will today. But you will get a discount for sure. Yeah. So let's just get your shit, okay? All right, so now that you're in a nice, cozy fucking position, we also have a WhatsApp group. If you're not a part of the WhatsApp group, you should be, because then you wouldn't be asking about success stories, because you'd see that shit all the day long. Every day there's success stories posted in the WhatsApp group. Plus you also get assistance in there as well. Yes, McFly, it is. You also get advice in that community as well. And you see success stories like it's going out of style. So get inspired. We also have text coaching and all that good shit. Guided meditations, SP stories, all that fun shit. To help you get your stuff quickly, because I'm impatient, so I'm really getting impatient with all of you, because I need you to get your shit. So there's that. Okay? All right. So now that you're comfy and cozy, I want you to sit back. Oh, excuse me. I play our soothing music. Okay, sit back, and I want you to relax and just go with it. I want you to close your eyes. Just take a couple deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just release all the tension for a second. Just release all the tension for a second. Let it all go. Clear your mind. Just be present in the moment for just a couple minutes. Now I want you to imagine that you're in a giant amphitheater. It's dark outside. There's no one there but you. And in this amphitheater, as you sit in this amphitheater, there's a giant stage in front of you. And on this stage, there's a single stage light that goes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to focus your attention on that stage light for just a moment. And as you look into the light, you start to realize that you're actually not alone. In fact, you notice that off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, a dark, shadowy figure. And as you start to adjust your focus to the shadowy figure, you start to realize that that person is your SP. Now, I want you to call your SP, say their name, and ask them to come into the light, into the center of the stage. Do that now. And as your SP begins to walk into the light, into the center of the stage, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice a gold cord that runs from the center of your third eye directly into their third eye. Now I want you to look at your SP, and I want you to ask your SP these two questions, and I want you to hear them respond. If you could hear them respond, great. If you can't, that's okay too. I want you to look at your SP, and I want you to ask your SP, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to look at your SP right in their eyes. And I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time, you're not going to hear them respond, and that's okay. I want you to look at your SP right now, and I want you to say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only, leaving the gold cord completely intact with your SP's third eye. And as the gold cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand, and I want you to pull the roots of that gold cord out of your third eye and just toss them aside. And as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a giant balloon. And they get farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther, and smaller and smaller, and farther and smaller, until they just disappear. Now I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and open your eyes. Amber, SP means specific person. Okay, now, I want you to know, and no, this is not a hypothetical, if you will. This is a fact. Your SP is thinking about you. Right now. Right now. So now, let's get you some fucking contact. Get the pictures of your SP out. Yes, pull up your SP's photo right now. Okay? And we're going to do what I coined the photo method. Okay, this is where you're going to give a command. You're going to tell your SP exactly what the fuck you want them to do and what you expect them to do for you, because why wouldn't we? You know what I'm saying? So, you're going to want to stick around after this, because I will give you, what's it called? Oh yeah, I'm going to give you your assignment today. I mean, it's the same as fucking every goddamn day. Most of the time. But I have some important fucking things that you only have one, his face is covered in. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay. It stands for Angel. Who's SP talked to her today? Why the fuck wouldn't he, bitch? Why wouldn't he? That's what we do here around here. We got to start getting you contact. We got to get you over the first hurdle, okay? We got to get you over the first hurdle. When you get over the first hurdle, smooth sailing from there, baby. Okay, so let's get you some contact. Okay. I need you right now to go back. Yeah, today we're doing Laura, today we're going to do Q&As. Q&As, baby. It's okay, Sparkling. If you can imagine them, you're fine. Okay, you can imagine them. Or you can say, what up to me? Or you can say he or she. Your subconscious mind knows who you're referring to, okay? Or you can say their goddamn name. It is the afternoon demand. Based on where you're at, unless you're in Hawaii, then I guess it's technically still the morning. All right, so I want you to remember, I want you to go back to the beginning of your relationship. You're welcome, Sparkly Girlfriend. And I want you to just spend a second and remember who you were. Recall who you were. Who the fuck were you? Because the reality is, not only did your SP change over the course of your relationship, they weren't the same at the end of your relationship as they were in the beginning, but you also were not the same either. You also have changed. So you need to go back and re-identify yourself with who you were before that. Because who you were when you first met your SP, you had a confidence about you, an assurance about you. You didn't need validation from your SP, right? You didn't seek validation. You didn't need someone to tell you something, make yourself feel good. You were just living your life. And you met your SP. Sure, maybe you wanted your SP, maybe you didn't at the time. But you certainly didn't need to be with your SP. There's a difference. So I need you to, welcome fucking back, Betty. So I need you to go back and I need you to remember who the fuck you were. Who were you? Because that version of you is what your SP was attracted to, chased, pursued, wanted to be with, all that shit. Because you knew who you were. Go back and tap back into that version of you. The amazing, dynamic version of you. Who you were. Because who you were in the beginning of your relationship, your SP wanted to talk to all the time, wanted to spend all the time with you, wanted to be with you, caught feelings for you. It doesn't matter, Lilith. Just remember who you are. Okay, that version of you is also who your boyfriend or your SP fell in love with. It doesn't matter. Now, Lilith, I will explain this part. You need to become that version of you again, that confident version of you, the one that's sure of who you are. Because that's what they are attracted to. Become that version again, Mima. Step into your power. Now, I want you to go back to a time in your relationship where everything was perfect. How would you have described your SP back then? Who were they for you? How did you see them? How did you see him or her? How would you have described them back then? Who were they for you? That perfect version for you. And if you were never in a relationship with them, what do you love about them? What do you like about them? Why them? Look at that version of them right now. Recall that. Because that version of them checked all the boxes. You didn't question a goddamn thing. You fucking knew that you would hear from them that day. You didn't question if you would hear from them. You knew you would. You didn't question if they would call you. You knew they would. You didn't question if they would come and see you and want to spend time with you. You knew they would. You didn't question how they felt about you either. Thanks, Desiree, girlfriend. You didn't question how they felt about you either. You knew how they felt about you. That version of your SP is also who you fell in love with. So those two versions have to come together again. You must start seeing your SP different than how you've been seeing them. Because how you've been seeing them hasn't been fucking working out. It keeps that version of them here. So sure, maybe they'll text you, but if you see them as an asshole, care to guess what kind of text you're going to get? It ain't going to be nice. We've had a couple people have that problem. Because of how they see their SPs. You need to stop bitching about your SPs and, actually start reminding yourself of why the fuck you want them back. How about we just start with the obvious conclusion? You should be reminding yourself why you want them back. And only see that version of them for you. Because the reality is no contact in the 3D is all that exists. There's always contact, okay? You've been in contact with your SP the entire time. So whether you believe it or not, every time you think about your SP, they think about you. Every time they think about you, you think about their SP. Bees, are you fucking paying attention? How you fucking see them is the problem. Okay? So You see him as awful. Why would he be anything less than? Beastie? Okay, so we're just going through this right now. Okay, so you've been in contact with your SP the entire time. Okay, so every time you think about them, every time you fucking bitch about them, here, bitch, 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 complain, 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 complain. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. They're not showing up this way. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. They're hearing it all. Why are you doing that? Because either way, you're expecting something. You're expecting them to block you, not talk to you, not want anything to do with you, be awful, do all these things of be an avoidant asshole, fuck with other people, moved on. You're expecting one thing or another, or you're going to start expecting them to love you, care about you, want to be with you, want to text you all the time, want to talk to you, want to come and see you. What's your fucking pleasure? Because either way, you're expecting some shit from them. So why don't you start seeing them as your perfect person and start expecting perfect fucking boyfriend, perfect girlfriend, perfect wife, perfect boyfriend, perfect husband behavior? Then you'll get exactly that. No one can come between you and your manifestation. No one and nothing can stop it. So persist. So your SP has been wanting to talk to you this entire time. You haven't allowed them to. Because up until now, you've been seeing them and describing them as something that you don't want. You've been expecting them to not talk to you. Therefore, they literally can't talk to you. That ends now. That ends right now. If you are new here, I need you to put on your fucking crown. If you are not new here, I need you certainly to straighten your crown, because here we get what we want and we get what we want it. We don't wait for shit. We get what we want. When queens and kings give a command, do they question, wonder, worry, doubt if their command will be fulfilled? No. When queens and kings give a command, there's nothing to fucking check. There's nothing to question. Question what? No, I gave the command. My command must be fulfilled. That's all I need to know. Period. Because you are the queen and the king of your castle. What the fuck you say goes. Stop letting your SP and everybody else in your life run your shit. No, now you run your own shit. And we're going to get into that right after this technique. So please stick around or be a little bitch and leave. I don't really give a fuck personally. But if you want to get your shit, stick around. We're only here for another 20 minutes together. It ain't like it's going to make or break your fucking time. Okay? And you might just get your shit or get an epiphany moment, or, decide to get your shit. Whatever. So, all right. If you are in no contact with your SP, or you are in contact, but it is not consistent contact, then you're going to tell their ass to contact you. Now, if you are alone, say it out loud. Say it with a little bit of fucking backbone. If you are not alone, say it in your mind so you don't look like a fucking wacko, okay? But you're going to tell them straight up. Say it like the queen of, the queen of hearts, or the rock, with some goddamn fucking backbone. So you're going to tell them to contact you. You're going to look at their photo dead ass in their fucking eyes and be like, okay, MV, I will check it out. You're going to look at them dead ass in their face, dead ass in their eyes. You're going to tell them to contact you. You can say contact, calling, texting. It really doesn't matter. However they're going to contact you and reach out to you naturally, they're going to do that. Okay, so you're going to look at them and say, you're contacting me right now. You are contacting me right now. You're contacting me right now. You are contacting me right now. You are contacting me right now. You are fucking contacting me right goddamn now. Like, with the whole because I fucking said so attitude. You are contacting me right goddamn now. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you? That attitude. Okay? If you're upset or you're impatient, you're angry, you're frustrated, then you leverage that. Leverage the emotion. Get angry with them. Get pissed off with them. Get impatient in your tonality, because tonality it makes up a majority of communication. The words are only 7% of communication. So get an attitude. Get firm like a child that's not listening to your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're going to do. Stop saying, stop identifying with having an ego and a pride in their way. Why would their ego be in their way? Why would their pride take over? Fuck that shit. No, you're going to do exactly what the fuck I'm saying. So please, I don't give a fuck. Stop identifying with it. They don't, what pride? What ego? And if you believe that, stick around and I'll tell you how to leverage their pride and their ego. Yeah, everything is leverage. Okay? I'll teach you how to leverage their pride and their ego. Stick around. Okay, so if you're in consistent contact with your SP, then you can tell them they're contacting you right now, or you can tell them now. If you're long distance, you can just say you're calling me and you're gonna tell me everything I want to hear. Okay, but if you're in consistent contact, then you can say you're coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. You are coming, motherfucker. You're coming to see me today, bitch. You are coming to see me today. You are coming to see me today. Period. Now, if you're in any of the ships, friendship, relationship, situationship, marriageship, any of that shit, then you can have your options. You can say one of the first two, or you can tell them, again, if you're long distance, you can say, you're going to tell me everything I want to hear, period. Okay. Or you can have fun with it. You can say, you're buying me dinner tonight. You're cooking me dinner tonight. You're taking me on a date tonight. You're giving me a massage tonight. You're giving me sexy time tonight. It doesn't matter at all. It's time for you to start expecting something fucking different. So right now, I want you to start expecting different behavior. You get what you expect. So expect something different right now. Expect something different right now. Who the fuck would ever not call you, not talk to you? Have you seen your fucking self, bitch? Bruh, have you seen yourself? You're hot as shit. So why would they fucking not contact you? Of course they will. Now, we flip through songs, okay? I don't know how to add them to a playlist yet. Bear with me. Technology is not really my shit. But I want you to listen to my personal anthem while you're giving your fucking commands to inspire you. Because it speaks to your subconscious. That's right, Char. You are hot as fuck, bitch. That's right, bestie. All right, so I want you right now, stick around. Don't be a fucking bitch and leave for the last 10 minutes. Stick around. Give your commands to your SP right now. But expect them to do exactly what the fuck you tell them to do. Period. This is your reality. Ain't nobody got a goddamn fucking say so. You know what I'm saying?
Life and she still shows up, telling broken hearts to level up. Fuck the 3D, don't react, persist, bitch, and that's a fact. Queen of leverage, queen of law, teaching us what we never saw. Inner combos, hold the line. What is yours in time. She said, put your big panties on, stop spiraling, keep moving on. We don't verbalize, we internalize. Now the whole damn family shines. Hey, leverage the law, stand up tall, don't fear the fall. Channel your queen energy, manifesting. hardest life and she still shows up, telling broken hearts to level up. Fuck the 3D, don't react, persist, bitch, and that's a fact. Queen of leverage, queen of law, teaching us what we never saw. Inner convos, hold the line. What is yours in time. She said, put your big panties on, stop spiraling, keep moving on. We don't verbalize, we internalize. Now the whole damn family shines. Hey, leverage the law, stand up tall, don't fear the fall. Channel your queen energy, manifesting royalty. Hey, toot your own horn, oh sorry, dead gone. Dream team, bitches, crown held high. We create our reality tonight. Some came shattered, some came lost, thinking love had a heavy cost. Now we walk like kings and queens, living things we used to dream. Don't worry, just be, she said. Get the old version out your head. Moving first, now watch them chase. Manifestation all over the place. Versus king, versus queen. Best damn mindset we've ever seen. From the lives to the late night calls, she taught us how to have it all. No fear, no lack. The bitch is back. The
Bitch is back. Oh, right. Was that fun or what? If you want a song like that, link is in my bio. Okay, where we will custom create your SP story for you and help you get shit. And we'll also create you a song too to go with that shit. And it is a one-time song, okay? No one has the same goddamn fucking song. Okay, that's what we do around here. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, it's always on the tube of the U. So you can click the link. It's all links are in my bio. Okay. Okay. So to the person who asked, I mean, we probably do have, I will have to say, toot my own horn, but fucking toot, bitch. Okay. We probably do have literally the most entertaining fucking live on TikTok. Because sometimes we go left, sometimes we go right. We were talking about puke jars yesterday. I mean, you know, we're creating the J method around here for the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do all the shit. Oh, it's completely unfiltered, uncensored, clearly. And there's no scripting at all. So there's that part. Oh man, we have too much fucking fun on here. But if you are new here, stick around because we are like family here, okay? So many people get to know each other here, okay? We are besties after all. And so we've got your back. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, never tell you what you want to hear, and I'm here to kick your ass when you get off fucking line. Because that's just what we do. Okay? Okay. And Mimi, yes, I can help you. I'll link yours in my bio if you want to know that. Where the fuck was that comment? I want to address her personally. Oh, here we are. MV. Okay. So how do you leverage ego and pride? Oh yeah, the digital chick. We talked about that the other day. Taylor, you said every time you're live, I'm like, my show is on. We talked about that the other day, about a peep jar. We said you just have to be sneaky about it, right? Taylor said the scissors you were supposed to have, and then you just be sneaky. So when you're in sexy time with your boyfriend, right, or your SP, you just go down and snip. We were talking about that because of a spell that I said I tried doing a long ass fucking time ago. Where I needed hair, and I was like, "How the fuck do you get hair? You're just supposed to be like, hi, honey, snip." You know. I mean, I got my hair differently, but I said, if you think outside, you got to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man. So anywho, Nanner. Okay. So yeah, that's right. You said, what if they're bald? That's a prompt to the pube. That's a prompt to the pube thing. Is that we got to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Okay, real quick, Rachel, how do you manifest your so one-on-one? Both. I do manifest for you, or we do one-on-one. Either way it goes, it doesn't matter. Okay. Either way it goes, it doesn't matter. So a lot of people do a one-on-one call with me. Other people do manifest for me. It really doesn't matter because either way it goes, we jump on a goddamn call. Okay, we jump on a call. Okay, that's right, Leanne. You got to do what you got to do. And then we recreate your recipe on the spot. I tell you how to play your part if you're doing manifest for me, and then we work together in alignment because we have to be in alignment. And if you're not and you want a one-on-one call, then I tell you exactly where you're going wrong so you can get your shit right and tight because I'm good at it. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks, and I managed to cut that time in fucking half. So Angela just got her full manifestation yesterday. Commitment from her SP. That's how that works. I'm here to simplify the process, okay? I'm not here to overcomplicate shit because who the fuck has time to waste? And ain't no one try to have shit take a long ass time. Somebody said it took them 13 years to get married to their SP. What the fuck? 13 years seems like a long ass fucking time. And ain't nobody trying to do that shit around here. All right, so how do you leverage somebody that you say has pride or has an ego, right? So you leverage it based on your inner conversation. So you want to make it work for you because we don't have time to change the assumption, okay? This is where you have to understand is we don't have time to change. Well, that's why Leanne hired me because she's like, I'm done wavering. But, and is she with her SP? Yeah, she is. 1 week, total turnaround. That's what we do. Okay. So how do you leverage pride? Where the fuck is this person? God damn it. Oh, go away. First 5 people. You got to come up with something else, bro. You got to say something like, this is for the first 7 people. You know what I mean? You'd be totally different. And like first 5 is like a dead giveaway that you're a joke. Okay. So you have to make it work for you. So instead, you leverage pride and ego, right? Because what happens if someone has a big, what happens if someone has a big ego or has a lot of pride? So in your inner conversations, lovely, you click the link in my bio. I point this way because I'm not sure if it's this way, this way, this way, this way. Who the fuck knows? It's somewhere. Okay. But we do have a 3-day intensive. Well, let me answer this goddamn fucking question first. Okay. So you leverage it with your inner conversations. So what you would say, oh, it's up. It's up. Thanks, Bevy. So you would leverage them by saying like, he has such a big ego that he can't stay away from me. Like he literally can't stay away from me. His pride, because he is so prideful, he has to tell me everything that I want to hear. He is so like his pride won't let him stay away from me, right? His pride, he has to tell me everything. He has to tell me exactly how he feels about me because his pride won't let him not, right? His ego is so big that he has to be with me. He has no choice but to be with me. Like he won't let anything stand in between me and him because his pride is so big. See what I'm saying? So you leverage that because no one has time because you'd have to repeatedly tell yourself something different to create it here, right? So instead, you want to take what you already pre-assume. See, this is what they don't tell you in the fucking law of assumption community because they just parrot back the law. No, we don't do that. Instead, you have to take what you pre-assume about this person and now just make it work for you instead. See what I'm saying? Because when you start leveraging, everything changes. Because you're like, I ain't really got time for this shit. Okay, so this is what I believe. Cool, sick. Well, now we got to roll with that shit because it's already what I believe. So I don't have time. Can I recreate? Can I choose a different assumption? Sure. But ain't nobody got time for that shit right now. Right now, time is of the essence. So instead, what we're going to have is we're going to just make it work, make it twerk, right? So instead, I'm going to take what I assume about him and I'm going to make it work for me instead. There's a difference, okay? So that's where you start leveraging your inner conversations to be all about, oh, Yesenia, I've missed you too, bitch. Oh, you're in Mexico. I know why you're in Mexico. You know why Yesenia's in Mexico? Because she's with her boo. Because she's with her boo. And you need to let that sink in because what you guys tell yourselves is important. Yesenia, literally, it was in my shit like a week or two ago. She was like, I'm ready to give up. I'm ready to give up. And I was like, I didn't even acknowledge her. Certain people I won't acknowledge when they say that stupid shit because I'm like, yeah, okay, if we're working together, you don't give up. We don't quit. We don't fold. We don't fucking cave. We don't do any of that shit. So that's not a fucking option. And so she got a grip. She realized that shit. I ignored her ass. And so what did she do? She got a grip. And she sends me a text. She goes, okay, he just messaged me. Of course he fucking did. Get a grip. Oh, he wants to take me here. He wants to take me there. Of course he does. Get a fucking grip. That's how this works, okay? The manifestation community has overcomplicated shit for you. They have overcomplicated it where they make it sound like it's this huge daunting fucking process. It's not. It's not. And I know it's not because I've done it. I've done it. So there's nothing daunting about it, okay? There's no just decide, step into the fucking void. You need to do 55 things, affirm your life away. You need to, no. You don't need to do any of that shit. You do not need a fucking psychic that waves fucking wands around. You know, what they call those fucking rods. What the fuck is the rod doing? No, you don't have a spirit. No, they don't have spirit guides. Okay. No one decided that all of a sudden, you know what? Like Santa Claus, the universe was like, you know what, bitch? You seem special. We're giving you some spirit guides, but you, bitch, nah. It's not in the genes. You ain't getting no spirit guides. Sorry. What in the ghetto shit is that? It's the stupidest shit ever. Like I said, I jumped on some stupid bitch's fucking live and was like, I asked her one thing. What have you successfully manifested? She couldn't just lie to me. She couldn't even make shit up. She just avoided the question altogether. I was like, okay. Like I have a friend who, very successful manifestation coach, by the way, very successful. When I tell you very successful, it's an understatement. Okay. She's multi-millionaire manifestation coach who literally said, well, I told her, I said, you should probably stop saying that, girl. Like, I'm just saying. Very successful. And she said, she goes, I started my manifestation business. This is why I tell you guys, you need to fucking be careful who the fuck you're listening to out here. I told her, I said, just stop telling this story. But she said she started her manifestation business completely broke. Sounds kind of like Scammy Ingram, you know what I'm saying? Completely broke and sleeping on her grandmother's couch. I was like, that's right, Mary. She got a text reply. Steps for Mary. And I was like, so let me get this straight. So you were teaching manifestation, broke, sleeping on your grandmother's couch, and built a 7-figure business in 12 months. Lyris, he just texted. Of course, he just texted snaps for you, bitch. Why wouldn't they text? See, this is what we do around here, okay? We're not here to waste fucking time around here. We're here to get you your shit, okay? We teach 2 laws around here. We teach the law of get your shit and the law of, yeah, I did say Scammy Ingram, Sanchi. We teach the law of get your shit and the law of leverage. That's what we do. And no one else teaches the law of get your shit and the law of leverage because we made that shit up around here. So there's that part. I mean, why not? If you can create any law you want, that's what we created. EMV whenever you book the call. You can book a call. Please schedule the call. Shall you need to move it forward? You can move it forward. Okay, but that's what we do around here. We get you movement. We get you shit. And so many people have been like, nothing else I did worked until I started watching Jen's lives. Of course, because I far over deliver on here. I give you way too much free fucking advice around here. But we've had numerous people. Leon's on here right now. She hired me in 7 days, back with her SP. Hello. We don't make the shit up around here. This is what I think it benefits in the lives, right? Because it's like, it's not made up. These are not bought paid for comments. These are fucking real ass people. And my people know my people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they know each other. So they know the shit. And a lot of them have been following the journeys of these people, right? So it's like, a lot of them will say, like, they'll come on here, hot messes, right? Total mess because they are not getting what they want. And then we have to coach them through the shit on here. And then boom, all of a sudden, total turnaround on here. And I was like, you watched their journey. They were on here. Hot messes and then total turnaround. We don't make the shit up. I don't need to. Scammy Ingram does. And a lot of other people do as well. But we don't make the shit up around here. Snaps for Rhea, who landed a job that doesn't really technically need to work because her boyfriend wants her to retire her ass. That's right, Leah said he's a stubborn one. Okay, so that's what we do here, okay? We're here to help you get your shit. We teach only the law of get your shit. I got a jet because I do have my intensive coming up. We are on day 7. It is Q&A time for our 7-day intensive. If you want to join our upcoming 2-day or 3-day intensive, it is in a week and a half to give you time to get ready, where we're going to get you unstoppable self-concept, where it won't even be it'll be a non-motherfucking factor. It is going to be something you have to learn, something you have to try. So no. My goal is at the end of the 3 days that you are absolutely like, this is fucking, you're welcome, Leah. That like, no, this is the shit. Oh, look at that. Liliana says for Liliana, who was on a call with her SP for 2 hours last night. Yes. So it doesn't matter what you've tried in the past, who you've ever fucking listened to. I strongly suggest that if it doesn't make sense to you, then you should kindly unclick their video because it's all about what makes sense to you. Tyrese sent me some voice notes, my love. Okay, that's just how this works. Okay, so yeah, if you want to join our intensive coming up, it is we include a shit ton of bonuses. Yes, a bitch. Okay, sorry. I love you too, Tyrese. We include a bunch of bonuses as well that come with that. If you were a part of the 7-day intensive, want to join the new one, then there is I love you too, bitch. There is going to be you will get a discount, okay? I saw that, Sanchi. Also, if you want me to manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one, so you can figure out where you're going wrong to get your shit right, all links are in my bio. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. Of course, Bevy. Bevy's my right hand, okay? Bevy is my right hand. I'll rank Rachel. Link in the bio. It's in the bio. Oh, Bevy says it's this way. It's in the bio. I manifested my boyfriend from no contact to living with me in only 4 weeks. I managed to cut that time in half. If you just do what the fuck I say, then you will get your shit. I don't sugarcoat things around here. I think you guys know that. But if you actually do what I say, you'll be fucking fine. Rhea, we did and we didn't, except for Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Up, Jen. Yes, it's up. I gotta stop doing this and be like this. So, I am the low price leader in the coaching space, and that is because I want to help as many people as possible. So no, I don't charge you an arm and a fucking leg. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not hundreds of dollars. Let's be frank. Okay. It's less than $100. You have the opportunity to work with me, and no, you're not working with somebody else. You jump on a call with me. It is not somebody else. Okay. And we do not abandon you at all. We give you there's no one in this space that gives you more support than we do. Should we maybe cut it back? Sure. But do we? No. Why? Because we love each and every one of you and we care about each and every one of you. And I want to get everyone to get their SPs back, baby. My goal is to change the manifestation community where everybody, you must shut the fuck up. And if I did, tag me, and I'll respond, bitch. My goal is to change the manifestation community as a whole because I want people to realize everything they've been taught is bullshit and wrong, and we're here to change that shit. Alrighty. And my goal is also to have a 100% success rate. Do I have a shit ton of testimonies? Yes. And do I have time to post them? No. So I got to figure it out. I got to put them up there somehow. So I will do it somehow. All right. I love each and every one of you besties. And I will see. I got a jet. If you're a part of the 7, 8, and 10s, give me like 10 minutes. Let me go get some fresh goddamn fucking air for a second. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Ray, where the fuck have you been, bitch?